Hey guys, we're back to the channel. So it's been a good hot minute since I last uploaded here. As you can see, the weather is very different than the last video I posted. The reason why I haven't been posting is because I have my own business, a lawn care business. I would be out all day mowing lawns, weed whacking, you know, working on flower beds, doing all that stuff. I wouldn't be here on the farm recording, getting content. So I would come home, you know, dark out. That's when I would leave, come home, and then over the weekends we don't really do anything. It's more of a kind of like family thing on weekends unless we absolutely have to. So that's the reason why I haven't uploaded in like 7 months. Well, the past month has just been because there's nothing to do. But since today we got our first real snow. We had one more storm before this, but it just immediately melted away. I thought might as well make a feeding video. Got the Ford tractor here with a bale ready for the cows. Just gonna fire this thing up, let it warm up. Alright, well that warms up. I'm gonna go around check the cows. The heifers, they're fine. They got full bale. The rest of the herd is in the big barn over here. We got the International parked outside. I really wish we can have it undercover, but the only building that this thing fits in is the big barn, and we have cows in this. We can't park the thing right now. Summer tractor's parked in right here. Baler right next to it. I wish we had another building for the baler, so it was completely enclosed, so there's absolutely no snow that can get on it. But that's not the case. As you can see, we still have hay in this whole barn. We already fed all the hay that was in the big barn. And we still have all the wrapped hay across the road, which we didn't do a whole lot this year because of the plastic costs. Here's one of the feed troughs. Yeah, needs a bale. And then there's one more inside. That one, I'll just dump the bale right over the ledge. We also had a little bit of an accident. We broke our shit spreader. We broke the axle right off the back, as you can see. I'll show the video I got when it broke, because you can see it because there's so much snow here. But we had our 100-horse New Holland. I don't know if you know that tractor. If not, I'll throw a picture up here of it. We had it on the front of this shit spreader, and it was in the back of this barn. The battery was super flat, and we needed to get all the tractors out to let the cows in. So I was on the Ford tractor, pulling my dad backwards out of there. And as I was doing it, he had to steer his tractor his own way, so he couldn't, you know, back up a trailer normally because there's no power steering. So I was literally using the Ford tractor to pull the trailer side to side to clear the doorway. And as I was doing that, came out here. Right here, the big lip that's frozen solid from a tire track when it was muddy out. The tire came over and the axle broke. Tire landed down. The spreader landed onto the tire. So yeah, I think this thing's done for, but it sucks. Didn't get to do any shit spreading this fall, which also sucks. So it's been kind of just been sitting here. When you get the big strong loader, pick it up and haul out into the woods or something. There's the other feeding rack. As you can see, they got plenty of water. This coming summer, I'm gonna go out and pick up some metal, and we're actually gonna finish siding this barn. All right, I think that tractor's warmed up enough. Let's start off with feeding this hay rack, pick up the bale by the International, go into the barn, and put it in there. nosed it in this time so that there's no snow gets on the engine, because since we don't have our hood on, the air filter is right out in the open, so I'd rather not. But here's another one of my projects I need to get working on again. I started recording it. This was like before winter started. I got the carb off, the gas drained out, so I just need to clean the carb, put new spark plugs in, put it in, clean take out a little bit more because it's still pretty gross. And then yeah, battery pack died on my camera. I only brought one, didn't think I'm gonna need more than one. Forgot how much the cold kills these batteries. But the heifers, they got this barn. This used to be hay, but we feed this one out first. Then we feed the big barn out, and then we'll start feeding out of there. And honestly, probably save the silage for last, just because it's so expensive to wrap it. Morning. Today is like a 10-degree day. Crazy how just yesterday there was 6 to 8 inches of snow on the ground. Rains overnight. And now we got barely any snow, some ice, and it's 10 degrees. We're pretty lucky that the temperature went up though, because that would have been a really bad snowstorm if the temperature didn't go up. So I added a little bit of that footage. I realized I didn't have nowhere near enough content, so I thought I would do a little bit of an update video. We bought a few new things. Number one being this truck right here. I don't know what the year is. I could probably look at the door here. This is a 1997 International 4900. It's got the DT 46.6. These are great trucks. We bought this truck for our plow truck. Got the spot for the headgear and the spot for the wing. Used to have a dump bed on it. Dump bed was completely rusted out. Frame looks okay. It's a little rough in the back, but it's not too bad. But the cab's absolutely perfect. When we bought it, it had some bad injectors. Well, the original owner put new injectors in this thing, and we think that they screwed up one of the injectors, because driving home there's nothing but white smoke, and white smoke is unburned fuel. So right now the head is completely tore off this truck. There's the valve cover to this thing. And we got two of these trucks now. Well, we got two red ones and an orange one, because we bought a second one of these trucks right here, this red one. And that one's running. It's got the dump body on it, a wing. No nose plow right now because we're not plowing with it this year. And also, I don't know what video it was. I'll pop it up here on the screen real quick. I was talking about how we were watering our cows when we had like a little drought going on, and how we're looking for a plastic tub with a cage. Well, we found something new. I wouldn't say it's a plastic tub with a cage. It's a little bit of an upgrade. It's a tanker. So my dad built this while I was at school. It's like a 500 gallon in the back and another like 1,000 in the front or something like that. I don't know the exact amount of gallons it holds, but it used to be a propane truck. It used to hold heat and oil. You can actually see all the pumps, all that pump stuff in the back. Used to be a reel right here, but we took that out. There's 2 dividers in it. So right behind this wall is a 500 gallon tank. And the other side of that is like a 1,000 gallon one. We only have the 500 hooked up right now. So we've had some years of severe droughts up here in central Maine. The brooks are dry, our wells have gone dry. So I took this old dump trailer frame that we had that was kicking around that wasn't doing anything, bought an oil tank, cleaned it all out. It's a 2,800 gallon aluminum oil tank. I took the valve out of the back of it, hooked it up with a PVC valve out to the back, and we backed it up to the water tank. And now I've got all kinds of fresh water. I go over to the local pond, Boulder Pond, little gas operated pump, and pump on water for the cows. It's working out really well. It's been a good asset to the farm. It's got us by in the droughts. It wasn't like the first one, like a 200 gallon. This is like this back part's 500.
We did it. We hauled water for a few days with a couple of those 300 gallon IBC totes. I bought 2 of them. The first day I broke, the first one fell out of the truck, broke that, made me ugly. And then I had to haul like loads and loads of water with that, the second one. And then I actually broke the second one. That slid out of the back of the truck after I hit a bump on my road where they put a new culvert. Didn't get it smoothed out. And when it slid back on the truck, and it was strapped too, it bent the tailgate. Yeah, that was nice. So, but this is working out really well for us.
Alright, on top of the tractor here. So this is right here. Ooh, that came fire. This is the 500 gallons one that we use. It's roughly about 500 gallons, but you can see my dad cut a hole in the valve. That's how all the water runs down there. And then we have this big one, which we still need to clean out. So, as you can see, there's a baffle right here. So there's probably 50 gallons that we held behind this wall. Wait for it to focus. I don't know if you can see in there or not. Another baffle, and then there's another couple hundred gallons you can hold in the right front. Because there's a baffle right here. A few more gallons. Baffle, and a few more gallons, and then the other tank. To put this back on, and he pulled the lock ring off because there's one way to get in. Because my dad, we couldn't fit through this hole. So there. You can see the other truck right there too. But yeah, that's I think about it. Yeah, so I think that's about everything. We still have a lot of Raptor to go through. Oh, there's Zoe. I think that's about it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. We're down there, subscribe, and it's free. I'll channel. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.